All right, I need to say something that honestly confuses me so much in real estate right now. Actually, it has for many years. And this might be controversial, and some of my colleagues might get triggered, but I genuinely don't understand how some people are choosing the realtor they hire to sell their home. Because the reality is, we are not all the same. It's not even close. And yet, most realtors charge very similar fees. Now, obviously, there are different commission structures out there, and commission is completely negotiable. Every time you speak to a realtor selling your home, you can negotiate the commission. There is no set commission. So let's just be clear with that. So we all charge a similar amount, averages are averages. So why or how are you selecting? I'm very confused. The differences in service are exponential. Can't even measure them. Service, the difference in experience, difference in strategy, the difference in negotiation, and the difference in marketing that can literally cost you or make you, a seller, tens of thousands of dollars. Now, why I'm always shocked when people choose a realtor based on, my cousin knows someone. My buddy Dave said his girlfriend just got into real estate. This person seems nice. Now listen, being nice is important. I'm a nice guy, trust me. But if I'm selling what is probably my largest financial asset, I'm looking deeper into nice. I'm definitely not taking my buddy's word for it who just started dating someone or seeing someone or just met someone or knows someone through 3 other people that might be a good realtor. I always compare it to a movie, but let's get there in a minute. Let's say I was now facing a criminal charge and facing 25 years in prison. Oh my God. I'm probably not hiring my ex-wife's brother who just left the banking industry and became a lawyer. I'm probably not hiring my buddy Dave's new girlfriend who practices law part-time out of a small office beside a vape shop in a strip mall. I'm doing research, and I'm doing a lot of it. I'm looking for experience. I'm looking for proven wins, similar cases, systems, strategies, reviews, professionalism, communication, and most importantly, results. And no, I am probably not calling my cousin Vinny. Although to be fair, that one worked out pretty good in the movie. But seriously, I think sellers need to think to themselves and ask themselves a very important question before hiring a realtor to sell your home. What exactly am I getting for the money I'm about to spend? Because in today's market, especially here in Halifax, strategy matters more than ever. A few years ago, you could almost throw a home. No, you couldn't almost. You could put a home on the market, take a picture with a cell phone, and it would sell itself. The market would bail out the incompetent or lack of service realtor selling that home. That is not the market we're in anymore. Today's buyers are more assertive. They are definitely more selective. Inventory is increasing, so sellers have more competition, buyers have more options. Price reductions are happening across HRM, from luxury homes to mobile homes to condos, detached homes, single family homes, multi-unit home. Everything is seeing price reductions at a higher rate and percentage than I have ever seen in over a decade of selling houses here in Halifax. Now, the gap between a great realtor and an average realtor has become even much larger given this market shift. And this is where I think a lot of sellers don't fully understand what should actually be included in a professional listing strategy. For example, when I take on a listing in Halifax, we don't just come in and put a sign on the lawn, upload some pictures to the MLS system and activate it and hope that someone comes along and buys your home. Hope is not a strategy. Although I do hope things always happen, but I plan and strategize to make things happen, or at least predict what I think will happen. So the first thing we do is we provide a pre-inspection of your home. So I have a home inspector come in and do a home inspection on your property, and then we get a report I review the report, we review the report together, and then we make a plan on fixing some deferred maintenance items on the home. Maybe we found out of an issue that we were unaware of, like your vent got dislodged in your attic from your bathroom and been shooting humidity and moisture up into your attic for the last 6 months, and you have some mildew or mold growth there. So A, we're going to fix that and we're going to remediate that immediately. And what this does too is this is full transparency for a buyer. Here, buyer, is an inspection report. This is what we found wrong with the property before we put it on the market. Then here's what we addressed and fixed. The other items are things perhaps we're not going to address. So we're not going to fix everything in there, but it definitely helps. And the biggest stress point I find for my clients when selling a home has been the inspection process, the unknown, the subjective response we're going to get from a buyer and a buyer's realtor, because it's not objective. I might not think something's a problem, where another realtor might think it's a big problem. And that is amplified even more when you bring in buyers and sellers in there. So this gives everyone peace of mind, eyes wide open, and makes the whole process a lot smoother when we are in that accepted offer and going through the due diligence of inspections. I would rather know before than after, and buyers would love to know before they write an offer if there's something that may deter them or something they want to discuss. This gives my sellers options, it gives us leverage, it gives us time to prepare. And honestly, that alone can save people massive headaches during negotiations. And this is another area where I think people underestimate how important this really is. Buyers today are emotional. So they shop emotionally first and logically second. So presentation matters a lot. So talking about presentation, I have a professional stager come into your home, make a staging plan. I then have a warehouse full of furniture items and decor items. Everything from sofas, beds, to fake green plants, which I seem are very trendy according to the stagers right now. Greenery in the house to give contrast on photos. I'm no stager, so we trust them. But we have all this stuff, and we hire professional movers to take these furniture items into your home if we need to. That is all in the fee. And I'm telling you, the fee is the same as the guy that just did your presentation and told you that he's going to take pictures with a cell phone. It's very strange to me how little some realtors do and still secure listings. And in my opinion, maybe the public just doesn't know. Maybe the sellers don't know the options that are out there. So hopefully this video helps with that. Before someone ever books a showing on your home, you have to think they're looking online first. They're already judging your home from their iPhone. So if your photos are dark, if your home feels cluttered, if the furniture placement is awkward, if the rooms look small, buyers may never even book a showing on your property. And once again, this stuff really matters. Now, it actually, because I don't expect my sellers to suddenly become movers, designers, cleaners, marketers, and contractors, that's why we take care of all that stuff up front. And again, details matter because buyers notice everything, and even the realtors notice some things. In today's market, especially, buyers are looking really hard and taking longer to make decisions. So after your home has been pre-inspected, we've done the staging. The next thing I did, I bring in cleaners. So we did the pre-inspection, we did the prep work. Your home has been staged and curated perfectly. We brought in professional photographers and videographers. And honestly, if your realtor isn't doing that, fire them, get someone else. Every realtor is hiring professional photographers right now. But after we have all that done, have a cleaner come in and do a cleaning of your property. This is to position it well for showings. Now, what we're avoiding here is anything that off-puts a buyer online and in person when they're in your home. So if you think marketing isn't strong, you are immediately limiting your buyer pool. You don't really have to market my home. Just put a sign on it. It's going to go on Viewpoint. Everyone will see it. Now, not everyone will see it. Some people will just pass by it. Some people aren't on Viewpoint. Shocker. That's why we have a whole marketing plan. Yes, your home's going to be on realtor.ca. Yes, your home's going to be on Viewpoint, but it's going to be on so many other sites. But my job is to get the people that weren't looking there to maybe look over here and look up that listing or reach out. And how do we do that? Well, the biggest avenue right now is social media. And when I talk social media, I'm talking Instagram, I'm talking Facebook, I'm talking LinkedIn. I have a strong following and am very interactive on all those platforms. But we also do YouTube. We also do Google. We do an email blast to our database of people. We do a realtor outreach as well. So we let the realtors know this has just been listed. We have some paid ads running as well. So we do as much as we can to get exposure that matters and results in showings on your property. The more eyeballs we get on the property, the more opportunities we create for competition. And again, competition creates leverage, and leverage creates stronger prices and better terms. Now, here's another thing I do that almost nobody talks about after my clients move out. I've sold your home. Now you're moving. So I actually have a professional cleaning company come in before closing day. And some people laugh when I tell them this. A lot of realtors are like, that's a waste of money. Get the clients to clean the house. Until you've gone through a stressful or bad experience, you don't understand the value here. So let me give you a little scenario. Imagine this. You are all moved out. Your furniture's gone. You're exhausted. You're in your new place. You got the kids running around, the dog running around. There's boxes everywhere. You're trying to coordinate utilities and lawyers and work, life, and there's no balance. And then somebody says, don't forget, you still need to go back to the house you sold and do a deep cleaning before the closing day and the buyers walk through. So now you take your exhausted ass back to your old home and you start cleaning. You're wiping down baseboards, you're cleaning appliances, cleaning out the fridge, cleaning toilets, mopping floors. You spend 5 hours there and you are now just spent. You go home. The next day is the closing day. The buyers do their walkthrough, and then the dreaded phone call comes through. The home isn't clean enough. The buyers aren't happy. The kitchen floors look awful. No one cleaned out the freezer. No, thank you. I don't want that call. I never want to call my client and say, hey, your house you just spent 5 hours on isn't clean enough. Imagine the reaction. I would be so angry. So I'm not dealing with that. I hire professional cleaners to come in, do a deep clean on your home so you can just enjoy your new place where you are and get settled in that place and forget about dealing with the closing. I'll take care of all that so you have less headaches than you're already dealing with. Now, I'm not saying every realtor out there is bad, but I do think sellers need to stop looking at it like this. Who's the cheapest? Who's my friend? Who did my cousin use? And instead ask, who gives me the best chance of success? Who offers me the most services? Who's going to make this the smoothest and greatest experience I've ever had in selling? Listen, I've been doing this for 13 years here in Halifax. I've been through hot markets, slower markets, bidding wars, price reductions, stressful negotiations, financing issues, complicated closings. I've been through buyer's markets, seller's markets, and balance markets. Experience matters because problems will come up. The question is, who do you want sitting beside you? Someone dealing with it for the first time, trying to figure it out? Or someone who already has a plan in place? Someone who's been through it before? That's a big difference. And one you will find is very valuable to you. And honestly, I think consumers deserve to ask tougher questions before hiring a realtor. Ask them, what services do you provide? What's your marketing strategy? Show me it. What's your marketing plan? Show me that. What happens if issues come up? How do you negotiate? How many homes have you sold? What makes you different from any other realtor? What systems do you have in place? When I'm talking systems, Think communication, marketing, updating you on your property. All kinds of things are involved in that. Because once again, we are not all the same. And it's not even close. And in today's Halifax market, the difference means more than ever. So if you're thinking about selling your home and you want to understand what a full service strategy approach actually looks like, send me a message. I'd be happy to walk you through the process, explain what I do differently, kind of did it in this video, and I hope you stayed to the end, and help you figure it out. What's going to fit for you? We'll put together a game plan, what makes sense for your situation, because every situation is different. And hey, if you still decide to hire your cousin Vinny, make sure he brings Marissa Tomei with him. Thanks for watching, guys.